Hello and welcome back to the third tutorial in the tutorial series. I'll be going over changing properties of parts and inheritance. Okay, let's get into it. The icons and UI and stuff might look a little bit different from my last videos, but that's just because Roblox likes to update Studio from time to time. I don't believe anything has moved that much, it's just like a visual overhaul. One of the cool parts of scripting is that you get to change the properties of parts. Let's just say, for example, that I wanted to change the color of the part again, from this teal to maybe a red. Okay, so to do that, create a script in the part, and then delete this. If you want to change one of the properties of the part, we have to actually reference it in the script. Everything in a game works off of inheritance, so think of this explorer here as a family tree, or that there are just objects inside of objects. The script is below the part, and the part is below workspace. Everything is derived from game. It's the top of the family tree, if you want to think about it like that. Now, from game, we can reference its children, which is all of these things here, with a dot. Now that we've put this dot, we can reference workspace. Or we can reference players. Or we can reference replicated storage. Now, since the part we've created is inside of workspace, we reference workspace. There you go. Now that we're in workspace, we can start to reference the parts underneath workspace. So the part that we want is named part, so we'll just simply do dot and then part, like that. And actually, let's make this a variable. Call it something like part. Here we go. Now, because game.workspace is used all the time in scripting, what we can do is instead of writing out this here, we can change it to workspace. And it just works the exact same. Okay, now that we have that, let's create a new variable. Call it something like color, and then set it to a new color3. So color3.new. Color3 is just a type of data, like a number or a string. So once you have it made, and it should automatically place your cursor in between the two parentheses, this menu will come up. Click on the color wheel and it'll allow you to select a whole bunch of different colors. So let's change it to red. Can make it a little bit dark as well. There we go. And then it automatically fills it with all the information that it needs, the red and the blue and the green. Once we have that, we can start to script. We can use our variable here, part, and then similarly how we did the children with workspace, we can do the properties. So I want to reference the color, so I just do dot color, like that. And then we want to set it equal to something, kind of like how we did with the variable. We can do equals, and then we already have our color here. So we can just set it equal to that. That's it. When you run the game, it should, there we go, change it to red. If for some reason I wanted to change the reflectancy as well, I can reference the property I'm trying to change, the name of it, like that. And then just set it equal to a number, like 1. Let me run it. It is very reflective. There's actually a way we can improve the code a little bit. You can get the thing above a part by referencing its parent. So instead of doing workspace.part, like this, what we can do instead is script, which is this object right here inside of the part. That's what we're writing in. And then we can do .parent, like that. So all that's doing is that it's just getting the part above the script. And actually, if we look here, we can see that the parent is a property of the script. And you can also see that if we change the parent to something like workspace, the script moves it out of the part and into workspace. So it's a child of workspace now. Another thing It's very easy to get confused when referencing parts and properties. You might want to reference the property of the part when we declare it up here, just so that you don't have to do it when it comes to this line. But if you were to put this in color, then you wanted to change that property, and you tried to run it, it wouldn't work. This isn't referencing the property, it's referencing the value of the property. Instead of it turning the part a different color, it just changes this variable to a different color. What do I mean by that? Well, if we print the part, it's going to print its current color. It's not saving the property, it's just taking the information there and putting it into a variable. I think that's it. The next episode will be on if statements. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Bye!